You know, I haven't done a tropical update for Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands in quite a bit of time, and today seems like a good day to start. Because if you take a look at our long range GFS, so this is looking towards the end of May. This is about a week and a half out. It's got a full on typhoon right over Okinawa in the southern Japanese islands. Now, keep in mind, if we go look at the ECMWF, there's absolutely nothing there. But, there's always a but. We take a look at the GFS ensembles. So this is the, basically within the model, it shows confidence. And if you get a lot of circles, it's showing increasing confidence. And the GFS, look at all those circles there. Now, the Euro doesn't really show much, but the GFS is really getting on this. My point is, as we continue to go through the month of May, heading into June, we're getting closer and closer to full-on typhoon season. Not only in the Western Pacific, because typhoon season is always going, but for Okinawa. You get a little bit later in the season, the Mayu Bayou front lifts further towards the north, and then you start to see these storms able to wrap around. So we're always watching out here in the tropics, keeping a close eye on kind of the broader view of things here. In fact, this is just where that tropical wave is now that we're kind of monitoring is still well towards the south and east of Guam. We got another low that's going to move across the Philippines. That one really not impacting the southern Japanese islands unless it gets wrapped up with that rainy season front towards the north. And we can actually see that right here. So where's the Mayu Bayou front? Well, right here, you see it? Pretty obvious. That's what's bringing us these scattered showers the last few days. A few people saying, it keeps raining. Well, yeah, it's the rainy season. But the more and more we go along with the through the month of May, the Siberian high starts to weaken. It retreats, and the Westpac high builds in from the south and east. That's the controlling factor of the rainy season this time of year. See right here, as we go through Sunday and the Monday, this actually starts to dip down a little bit more. Monday afternoon, could be looking at some thunderstorms across parts of Okinawa. But at least for the first half of the weekend, yeah, we got a few clouds. Temperatures going to be into the lower 80s, using that good old Celsius scale, because this is Japan after all. All right. Sunrise at 5:41 a.m. Sunset, if you are in Okinawa, is at 7:11 p.m. So you get a little bit more time outside in the evening. Moon phase is a waning gibbous. There you go. The fun little fact for you. Looking at the amount of rainfall in our forecast over the next 5 days, you can see where that rainy season front starts off. Especially in southwestern Kyushu, places like Kagoshima are going to be seeing plenty, maybe 100 to 200 millimeters when all of this is said and done. For Okinawa, though, yeah, mostly dry, but we do have an increase in cloud cover Monday and the Tuesday, and that's where I do think we could see a little bit of that rain. Let's take a look at our flyover now. Like our flyover over Japan, it starts off, of course, here. Ooh, no, it went too fast. But it does start off in Okinawa, 29 degrees. Yeah, you see that rain further towards the north. In the Kumamoto, Fukuoka, 20 and 25 for your lows. Highs only into the mid-20s, but that's all because of cloud cover and scattered showers. Nagoya also could be looking at a little bit of rain. And Tokyo, actually one of the cooler spots on the map. Same with Sendai, temperatures in the lower 20s, while Sapporo is relatively warmer. But still see some snow maybe on top of the mountains out there. In parts of Hokkaido. That's always interesting to see. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. My friends out here in Okinawa in the southern Japanese islands, I always like to keep you all posted on what's happening in the Western Pacific. And, as we get closer to typhoon season, I'll do my best to keep these updates going and make sure you stay informed. Of course, there are the ways you can get that official information. JMA does a great job. If you're out here in many of these military bases, there are meteorologists. There's, AFN, they share stuff. I try my best to relay that information so you can get as early as a heads up as possible. So let me know what you think and what you would like to see if you are watching out here in Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, but especially for the military here in southern Japan. It's where I usually gear some of these Okinawa type updates towards. As always, thanks for watching, and of course, stay safe out there, friends. Bye.